approached before Christmas break by Stacy Colellis, who's the internship director here at Salem High School, with an opportunity to run a contest for students who are going to, or who have now prepared their soups, which they researched, prepared, costed, put into the proper format, for sale basically to T-Bone's restaurant here in Salem.
Please truly don't be nervous. I was in a CTE program just like you guys, but I lived in Hudson, New Hampshire, so I went to Almond CTE Center.
We are going to be hosting Chef Nicole Barriera of T-Bone's and Great New Hampshire Restaurants fame, and the CEO from that organization, Mr. Tom Boucher. And they're going to be serving as judges of all the students. Each one was individually made by the student, and the winner, after the judging is over, their soup is going to be featured at T-Bone's restaurant here in Salem.
How are you feeling about the competition?
I'm feeling good, a little nervous, but I think it'll all end well.
I'm pretty nervous. I don't think I'm going to win. I'm just looking at all of my competition out there and all the amazing soups that they have. But I just want to make sure that they like it, at the very least.
The students had to then research the soup they were going to do, provide me with a shopping list, put the recipe that they had or that they found into a standardized recipe format that could be used at T-Bone's. They also had to scale their recipe, which typically makes anywhere from 6 to 12 portions with the recipe they have, up to 4 gallons. So that was also part of the project, as well as to actually do the math in order to scale their recipe to the proper amounts that would work. And the final part of the project is they are costing the recipes. So they'll know how much each portion actually costs or would cost the restaurant to produce, so that the restaurant would know how much to charge for their soup.
So my soup is a broccoli soup where I sweated the celery and onions. Then I put in my broth, let it all with the broccoli. I let it all soften, and then I immersion blended it so it's nice and creamy. And then I added a sort of slurry to thicken up the soup. And then I added some heavy cream to give it a nice color and an extra flavor. And then I just heated it until it was all thickened properly. And then I seasoned it with salt, pepper, some onion powder, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, onion powder.
We have everything from a broccoli and cheese soup, a spicy chicken and almond stew from one of our students. We have a shrimp bisque. We have another Cajun shrimp soup.
So I've been making this soup for 3 years, the same way all the time. I've been doing this for about 3 days-ish, give or take.
It's a borscht native to Ukraine. It has potatoes, beets, lentils, cabbage, and potatoes.
I have made zuppa toscana, which is an Italian dish that's my favorite soup of all time. And so it has sausage, bacon, potatoes, and kale, garnished with parsley and Parmesan. It also has, garlic and a little good things, salt and pepper. But it's my favorite dish, and I just kind of wanted to show the judges my favorite thing to make ever.
So this is a spicy chicken and almond soup with sweet potatoes, apples for a little bit of sweetness, but it's also got some cayenne pepper for a little kick. So I think the flavors go really well together. It's a family recipe that we've done for a long time, so I decided to bring it here and give it my best shot with it.
The competition today was awesome. It was incredibly clear from the get-go, even just being in the kitchen, seeing how hard the students were working, that they put a ton of heart and thought and time into it. When we actually started to look through the recipes and taste the soups and the garnishes that the students brought out, it was so evident that they put a ton of time and effort into it. And truthfully, we would have put any one of these soups as a soup of the day on really any one of our menus. So the students did a fantastic job, and it was clear they put a lot of heart and soul into it and enjoyed it. It tasted like they enjoyed it, which was great. Overall, I was really happy and delightfully surprised at how edgy some of the students went. We tasted some curry, some spicy almond soups, and I love that. I love that international flavors are in just, regional cuisine and all the different myriad of flavors that we have at our disposal, that we're very lucky to have at our disposal, that students, even at this culinary level, are exploring and are excited to showcase and work with. So without further ado, third place with a delicious matzo ball soup is Elizabeth. In second place with a delicious, better be packed a little bit for my lunch, chicken curry, we have a Brady, number 2. And in first place with a super delicious spicy chicken and almond stew and unique is Daniel. It was definitely a tough decision. The spicy almond and chicken soup had great flavor, great visual appeal. It had an amazing aroma, and the texture was delicious. It also included a lot of winter kind of ingredients, like there was some kale in there. And it just seemed like it was something fun and would stand out on the menu, but also be really well accepted in general by our guests at T-Bones.